Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video we have this 2016 Silverado right behind me. So the issue with the Silverado, customer was complaining that when they would ever fill up the gas tank, once it got to 3/4, exactly at 3/4, that's when it started spewing gas right back. So I'm going to show you what we found here, and hopefully you don't have to deal with this. Let's get to it. All right, so on this beautiful vehicle is considered the EVAP system, evaporative control system. Is basically getting the fumes from the gas tank and then push the vapors out from the charcoal canister into our engine to burn it off. So what happens right here, whenever they fill up the gas tank right here, boop, 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 they're trying to fill it up, it should be vented from the vent solenoid. They already told me that they checked out the vent solenoid, the purge valve, and checked out everything. Now I want to show you what I found. This is really crazy. So just to let you know, the vent solenoid is always going to be open. That's naturally open. Purge solenoid is going to be on the engine compartment. That's naturally closed. That purge solenoid, what happens is whenever the vehicle is on, it uses a vehicle vacuum to suck in the fumes that are in the charcoal canister. So I'll kind of explain all that good stuff. So where we have the purge valve is going to be right here, and then now let's show you where the vent solenoid's at. So this is the vent solenoid, and then we have our charcoal canister. So what I wanted to do, don't do this at home, but I went ahead, took this off, and then we just blew through here, and then we verified anything blocking it through. Remember, this is going to be naturally opened, okay? So it only closes whenever it's trying to pull the actual fumes from here. So this closes whenever it tries to pull the fumes from here, and that's when the purge valve actually turns on. So let me show you what I found. Remember, customer was stating is whenever they filled up the vehicle, they noticed that once they got to 3/4 of a tank, it would stop. So this is the hose that's coming from the actual gas tank. So I went ahead and blew through here, and guess what? It would not let me blow through there. All right, so we're gonna blow through this hose right here, and that's the one that goes all the way into the fuel pump. So you're gonna see when we blow through it, it's gonna have resistance and push back. You hear that? That's resistance right there. Don't do this at home. I'm a paid professional, but yeah, this, you can actually hear the pressure pushing back. One last time. You hear that? That's pressure being pushed back. This should not be like that. So if we run our fingers right here, it runs from here all the way over here, and I don't know if you can notice this. Let me turn on the light so you can see this. Look at that. I don't know if someone tried to take out the tank, but they pinched this, because that goes up here to our tank. So that is what is used to vent it out. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and remove this strap to get to this. So let me see if I can take it off. I'm pretty sure this can still be used, but I want to replace this. But yeah, this is what we have right here. Let me see if I can take it out so you can look at it. All right, so we're inside the vehicle right now, and I want to show you a quick little test. So I hooked up everything back to the charcoal canister right here, and we want to try this test using our top-down Phoenix Max. We're going to go to this purge seal test. This purge seal test, what it's going to do, like I explained when I was underneath there, is going to go ahead and start turn on the purge valve, seal up the vent valve, and then after that we should see a decay. But what I want you to see right here is that we're going to keep pressure because that the hose is, damaged. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Purge Seal, and what I want to do is get more PIDs because I want to see in the voltage settings. That's what I've been known for. But command, fence on non-personal command. So, all right, awesome. So now what we're gonna do, well, so we're gonna turn on the per solenoid, and you're gonna see this number rise up. So we're gonna go give it a 30% command on the purge, and what we're gonna see is this go up. But the thing that I want to see is how clogged up it is, because like I said, I did try to blow in there and I put a lot of pressure and it just blew right back. But I want to see how this goes right back down. So here it goes. All right, as you can see, the voltage is going to go up, and then after that, this should stop. It should go to venting. Let's see how much it drops down. All right, it did drop down pretty fast. We can see that. But remember, right here we're using vacuum, and on the other end we're using pressure. So let's just go ahead, and I just want to bring this hose down. So I don't know if this was a really valid test right here, but it's just another tool in your arsenal. Always remember, use that Purge Seal. It's an awesome test if you want to know what's going on. Because the good thing is, let's just say you have another code and you don't know what's going on. Atmospheric pressure, we should always be reading about 1.5. That is, you know, rule of thumb, atmospheric pressure on Chevrolets should be reading about 1.5. That lets us know that, you know, the actual fuel tank pressure sensor is working good. If you see a lower reading, you might have a bad sensor. But yeah, other than that, this is the test that you can try out. I was just trying to see how clogged up it is. But like I said, when I blew through there, it was really clogged up. Now let's go take out this little hose and see what we find out. All right, so here it goes. As you can see, this is where the bent was at. This is a pretty sturdy hose right here. I don't see any cracks or anything like that. I'm gonna talk to the customer, let him know. So what happened was this just got pinched, and there's a little bit of flow through there, but you gotta understand, like he said, whenever you get to 3/4, that's when it popped right out. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna see if we can route it a little bit better where it's not going right there. But this is a really resilient kind of material. So let me put this back on and let's see what we get. Hopefully this can be it. All right, so we're underneath the vehicle. I already rerouted this. So remember, back then this was running right under here. Now it's in the back where it's supposed to be at, as you can see. We're not squished anymore. It was funny because when I was trying to do this, put it back, I was like, I should fit somewhere down here. Nope. And look at the, you can't even stick my pinky in there. So that's how squished it was right there. So now we have ran it. See, before I couldn't even show you this because it was so squished down here. Now we are completely hooked in. There it is. See, right there. Now, moment of truth. Let's go put some gas. Let's see what happens. Remember, he said after 3/4 of a tank, it would not fill up anymore. So let's try to see if we can fill this sucker up. All right, let's go to the gas station and see what happens. All right, we made it to the gas station, and look, the customer, he keeps it at 3/4 because he says it just keeps on spewing out. We're at the gas station. We're about to fill this up. So let's see what happens. Did we actually fix this up? Right now, nothing. Let's cross our fingers, and there it goes. All right, as you can see right there, it never spewed out, and that's what the initial problem was, but now it's still taking a long time to vent out. So I'm I'm thinking one. I'm probably having one assumption right here. So on the fuel pump, there's a little diaphragm. I don't know if you saw on the video where that hose went to. There's a little diaphragm on the top. What I'm thinking, this is my thought right here, is maybe that little diaphragm is probably damaged. Maybe the excessive pressure whenever you're trying to fill up, and when that hose was, completely smushed. Imagine that pressure trying to go somewhere, and it maybe made resistance in that diaphragm. So what I'm going to recommend after this most likely is going to be that fuel pump. So what we're going to do, we were able to, let's see if I can show this. We're able to pretty much fill it up, and it did take it. It never threw gas out. The only thing is, it was just taking a while. Beforehand, how they were stating, it was just spewing gas out. So now, the next thing that we gotta do is fix that thing up. So there you go. Hopefully I can get an approval on this. This is actually coming from another shop. So main thing is, I did did take off that kink right there. Did blow through it. I did test it out to verify, but now we're just gonna see what's gonna happen, because now we're pretty much full, so we can't redo this fill up test. So it might be, I just gotta see what the customer says now. If the shop talks to the customer and the customer is happy with it not spewing out, they might keep it like that. They're only scared about that. We did fix up that kink right there, and that was the main problem. But I'm pretty sure that little top piece of the fuel pump, there's a diaphragm there, and I'm pretty sure that's causing the issue. All right, we came to our local parts store right here, AutoZone. And George, is this the fuel pump that we need right here?
Yes, sir, here it is.
Awesome. So this is the fuel pump that we have right here, and our local parts store is gonna let us check this out right here. So this is the part I was talking about right there. This is where the hose hooks up. And remember, I told you after fixing up that hose, that kink on the hose, it still had a little bit of pressure right here. But what I wanted to do, as you can see, there's something right here. I don't know if there's a diaphragm. I just want to do a quick little test. It's just you see, I blew right through it, and it was completely free. So now what we're going to need to do is get a brand new fuel pump, and that's it. So we're going to talk to the customer. Like I said, right now, the shop, I talked to them. I let them know what's going on. And hopefully we can just get this replaced and be done. So that's it. After that, we're gonna call him and he's gonna check it out. And I did tell him to verify whenever he checks it out and pulls fuel in there. But there you go. This is a problem. Woohoo! So let me see what happens. If not, like, I'm gonna end off my video. If you do like this video, please put a big thumbs up and let me know what you think of this video. If you don't want to put a big thumbs up, let me know what you think. I'm going through my process. At least, we got to where it was. Now it's up to the shop to let me know what they want to do. But there you go. Comment down below what you think. All right, goodbye.